In the era of mega FTAs, the Yellow Sea Rim is moving forward. Pyeongtaek Port is leading the maritime logistics in Korea. With the perfect transportation network, Pyeongtaek Port is connecting the world. Pyeongtaek Port is rising as the land bridge of Northeast Asia logistics, the center of global trade. Pyeongtaek Port has grown rapidly thanks to the blessed location and increasing Korea-China trade since its opening as an international trade port in 1986. Pyeongtaek Port ranked first in handling car imports and exports for 5 consecutive years and created a myth of surpassing 100 million tons of cargoes in the shortest time among ports across the nation. The port is making history in Korea by surpassing 100 million tons of total cargoes for 3 years in a row. Location is essential to becoming a global harbor. Pyeongtaek Port is situated deep inside Asan Bay, and it requires no artificial breakwaters. The port is free from natural disasters such as typhoons and tidal waves. Pyeongtaek Port maintains water depths of 14 meters even at the lowest tide, allowing over 70,000-ton class vessels to come and go without waiting for the right tide 24 hours a day. Furthermore, thanks to its shortest distance to China, Pyeongtaek Airport can cut down the transportation cost and time as the optimum port to trade with China. Pyeongtaek Port is a gateway port to the metropolitan areas and the middle region of the nation, which are the center of production and consumption in Korea. Pyeongtaek Port is accessible from all directions since the port has a perfect transportation network that includes Gyeongbu Highway, Seohaehan Highway, Dongseo Highway, and high-speed national roads. Thus, the port can save logistic time and cost. The railway construction project will connect Poseung and Pyeongtaek by 2019. The construction of the railway will turn Pyeongtaek Port into a global port in the 21st century. Global companies such as Samsung and LG are making the biggest investments in Pyeongtaek, and 387 industrial complexes are located around Pyeongtaek Port, including the Poseung National Industrial Complex. Pyeongtaek Port will be the land bridge for Northeast Asia logistics through the development of not only the automobile and steel industries, but advanced industries such as the electric and electronics industries. Pyeongtaek Port is operating 62 berths for containers, automobiles and steel products, and others. The port will increase the number of its berths to 92 by 2030, while growing into the international trade port that handles all kinds of cargoes. Pyeongtaek Port ranked first for 5 consecutive years for automobile imports and exports by handling over 1.5 million cars last year. Since 2001, the port has handled over 10 million cars in total, and 10 million cars are as long as the circumference of the Earth. In terms of tourism, Pyeongtaek Port stands out. Over 500,000 passengers use car ferry services through this port a year on average. The figure is on the rise. These days, car ferry services are getting more important thanks to port service convergence that mixes logistics and tourism. To catch up with this trend, Pyeongtaek Port is building a new international passenger terminal with 4 berths. As the land bridge of Northeast Asia logistics, Pyeongtaek Port is making diverse efforts not only to play its role as the optimum port for Korea-China trade, but to grow into a global hub port. Port Hinterland will be developed into the global logistics cluster through 2 stages by 2020. The area will be home to pre-delivery inspection centers of European, American, and Japanese automobile manufacturers. The completed first stage Hinterland was designated as a free trade zone that actively handles steel, electronics, auto parts, and manufactured goods. The second stage Hinterland will be designated as a Type 2 Hinterland and home to offices, houses and medical, cultural, and tourist facilities. Global Pyeongtaek Port. Gyeonggi Province continues to invest and support the Pyeongtaek Port to become the land bridge of Northeast Asia logistics. The Korean government, Gyeonggi Province, and Gyeonggi Pyeongtaek Port Corporation are making diverse efforts to vitalize the Pyeongtaek Port. The Gyeonggi Pyeongtaek Port Corporation is actively carrying out port sales not only for the management and development of the Pyeongtaek Port hinterland and the Poseung Logistics Complex, but for the opening of new routes and the creation of new cargoes and clients. Gyeonggi Pyeongtaek Port Corporation is implementing a wide array of social contribution activities for local communities. In the era of mega FTAs, Pyeongtaek Port is at the center of the Yellow Sea Rim. Pyeongtaek Port achieved the biggest growth in the shortest time and will continue to create a second myth as a land bridge of Northeast Asia logistics.